I'm here to provide the president with technology support. And now that may seem...
Trump is not very entertained by that. Look at his face. He's not very entertained by that.
Exclusive interview with the President of the United States, Donald Trump, alongside the left's newest boogeyman, the leader of DOGE, Elon Musk. In less than a month, both President Trump and Elon Musk, they have taken a wrecking ball to the deep state, all while exposing a shocking amount of waste, fraud, abuse, corruption at the...
Let's see if they expose any waste, fraud, abuse, or corruption throughout this entire interview. And I like how Sean Hannity says that Elon Musk is the boogeyman of the left, which implies that we overhype him, and he's not actually a nefarious figure, when with zero oversight, this unelected billionaire is accessing our data, the data of millions of federal employees, and he's slashing certain agencies unilaterally, outside the executive branch. But Elon Musk is the boogeyman. George Soros is the one who's been the boogeyman for years. But let's check this out. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. And let's watch this painful interview.
The federal level, but this is only the beginning. Brick by brick, dollar by dollar, penny by penny. The American people are taking their country back from the grips of what is an out-of-control bureaucracy and not for you.
Well, I love the president. I just want to be clear about that.
You don't care about that.
I know. I love the president.
You love the president.
I think President Trump is a good man, and he's, you know.
It's nice the way he said that. You know, there's something nice about it.
It really is. You know, because I mean, the president's been so unfairly attacked in the media. It's really outrageous. And I've at this point spent a lot of time with the president, and not once have I seen him do something that was mean or cruel or wrong. Not once.
Why is this so awkward? Elon Musk is like about to cry praising Donald Trump, but it's not about Trump hurting small animals. He doesn't have to do anything cruel or like hurt small children. It's kind of just about the fact that he's a shit leader who cannot follow the laws. He's incredibly egotistical, and he seems to be defying a TRO from a court right now, which is incredibly illegal and sort of terrifying.
You know, I've known him for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anybody take as much as he's taken.
Are they still talking about how much hate he's taking from the media? The media just reports what Trump does. Trump will say something wild. The media will report on it, sometimes even in his favor. They'll tilt it in his favor when he's getting indicted or when he's going through court or all this stuff. And then he says that they're tilted against him because we report the court filings that say he broke the law.
Yeah.
And we've discussed this, and I'm like, how do you deal with it?
Did I have a choice?
Well, you would say that to me. I'm like, what am I going to do? Worry about it? And
did I have a choice? He always does this act where he's like, I did it so you didn't have to take the pain. It's like, bro, you didn't. Yeah.
You know, and then culminating in 2 assassination attempts, which resulted in your endorsement.
Well, I was going to do it anyway, but that was
it.
Precipitating event. Yeah.
That speeded it up
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
The day of.
Man, keep in mind, Elon Musk said maybe 10 months ago now that he wasn't going to endorse either candidate. He said about a year and a half ago that he wasn't going to donate to either candidate. And now he's just fallen so deep down the rabbit hole.
You know, I think the way to think of me is like I'm a technologist, and I try to make technologies that improve the world and make life better.
Your shirt.
Yeah, and that's why I like my T-shirt says tech support, because I'm here to provide the president with technology support. And now that may seem
Trump is not very entertained by that. Look at his face. He's not very entertained by that.
important thing, because the president will make these executive orders, which are very sensible and good for the country, but then they don't get implemented, you know? If you take, for example, all the funding for the migrant hotels, the president issued an executive order, hey, we need. So what we're doing here is one of the biggest functions of the DOGE team is just making sure that the presidential executive orders are actually carried out. And this is, I just want to point out, this is a very important thing, because the president is the elected representative of the people. So he's representing the will of the people. And if the bureaucracy is fighting the will of the people and preventing the president from implementing what the people want, then what we live in is a bureaucracy and not a democracy.
He's making a slippery argument there, and he's trying to justify the fact that the executive branch is impounding funds that were already appropriated by Congress. Congress appropriated these funds. They passed the funds a while back, a lot of them during the Trump term. A lot of the stuff that Elon Musk is slashing right now was actually passed in 2018, 2019, or slipped in bills, and now the executive branch is unilaterally stopping that funding from going there, which is not legal. So when Elon Musk says the bureaucracy, he's actually talking about Congress or other elected individuals.
Now, I want people to know the relationship and know more about you. What is the relationship, Mr. President?
Well, I respect him. I've always respected him. I never knew.
What is this weird ass interview like? Say what you like about the other person. Say what you like about him. It's like North Korean news anchors would blush at this.
That he was right on certain things, and I'm usually pretty good at this stuff. He did.
Right on what? Climate change? Electric vehicles? You disagreed with Elon Musk on basically every single issue until he dropped on his knees like 6 months back and gave you $300 million. It's so insane.
Starlink. He did things that were so advanced and nobody knew what the hell they were. I can tell you in North Carolina, they had no communication. They were wiped out. Those people were, they had rivers in between. Land that never saw water, all of a sudden it was a river and a vicious, like rapids. People were dying all over. They had no communication. They said, Elon Musk? They didn't really know I knew him. I said, yeah. He said, could you get Starlink? It's like the first time I ever heard of it. I said, what's Starlink? A communication system. And when he talks about the executive orders, and this is probably true for all presidents, you write an executive order and you think it's done. You send it out. It doesn't get done. It doesn't get implemented. They don't implement it. Maybe they're from the last administration, and they are in some cases. You try and get them out as fast as you can. But as soon as he said that, I said, that's interesting.
Notice how they're talking about Elon Musk and DOGE, because it's actually very important. I don't know when they filmed this interview or when they filed this memo, but the White House filed a memo today saying Elon Musk is not actually in charge of DOGE, but he's just advising the president before the executive orders. But Donald Trump is very specifically saying after the executive orders here, Elon Musk goes and makes sure that they are enforced. And come on, they're very clearly talking about Elon Musk as the head of DOGE in this. It's also funny because Donald Trump keeps saying, oh, Elon Musk is not the real president. I don't know why they think he is, but they had to legally clarify. They had to legally clarify with lawyers that Elon Musk is not the one making the decisions. He pretty clearly is. I mean, they're explaining why he is right here.
You write a beautiful executive, and you sign it, and you assume it's going to be done, but it's not. What he does is he takes it, and with his 100 geniuses, he's got some very brilliant young people working for him that dress much worse than him, actually.
Yeah,
they dress in just T-shirts. You wouldn't know they have 180 IQ.
Wait a minute. So he's your tech support.
No, he is.
I actually
but
literally
he's
am
much
tech
more than
support.
that.
I literally am tech support, though. But
But he gets it done. He's a leader.
Yeah.
He really is. He gets it done. You get a lot of tech people, and you have people that are good with tech, but they.
What is he getting done other than removing any oversight by firing the entire team that manages FOIA requests? CNN tried to send a FOIA request. Elon Musk fired that team. Also, this article, the Trump administration wants to unfire nuclear safety workers but can't figure out how to reach them. Elon Musk is slashing and burning everything, and he's leaving a lot of chaos in his wake.
He gets it done. I said in real estate, you had guys that would draw beautiful renderings of a building, and they'd draw the rendering, it would be great, and you'd say, great, when are you starting? But they were never able to get it built. They couldn't get the financing. They couldn't get the approvals. It would never get done. And then you have other guys that are able to get it done. They could just get it done. I was in real estate. Same thing in this. He gets it done.
Well, I'm sure government is the exact same. Yeah, I'm sure the massive federal government that works for 330 million people at home and the rest of the people abroad is the same as your friends in real estate. Yeah.
So